matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The offense with some pre-snap motion. QB bootlegs here. He's running out of time here. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Washington now operating in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Early drama here in this playoff game. It's a 4-point play. They try to convert on 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And he's got it. No problem. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Wideouts now clustered. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They start this playoff game with a pass. He escapes the pocket. First play taken, a deep shot. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Defense is coming after him. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screen play, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Looking to chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. Trying to get the throw off. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Purdue.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. Quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. On 1st down, it's play action. He's got a man down the middle. Now here he goes. The 20, at the 10 now. Touchdown, Huskies. There was no catch at that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts him up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
2nd down and long now from their own 6. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. catch is made. Room to run here. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Finally tackled at the 7. What a play. Sets up a first and goal now.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. And is intercepted.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. Running back with the football. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Finding some room at the 25. He's in the clear. The 30. At the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Pressure is coming. And he slings it deep back to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Breaks free in the clear. Touchdown, Boilermakers. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
What an advantage and weapon for this offense to have a tight end that can get this open downfield. He has both the physicality of a fullback and the downfield presence of a wide receiver. Such an advantage going against these undersized defenders, and he made that touchdown look easy.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Handoff in a single back formation.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Looks like Washington will have the first down. So, Kirk, it's Washington in front, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Will the offenses continue to dominate, or will the defenses show up here as we begin the second quarter? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got a receiver wide open here. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Chris, I don't know if that's a busting coverage or just a mistake by this defense, but the tight end is all alone. Nobody around him, an easy throw for the quarterback, and obviously a huge gain for the offense.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. And the single back takes the handoff.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Harris. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Boy, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? An inside deal now from the shotgun. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. And the Boilermakers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That's a really good run by this offense, and Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. The senior with an outstanding grab there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Tries the right with a quick throw. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every
touchdown, Purdue. They connect for 6. Delivers the touchdown, but gets hammered. You talk about toughness at the quarterback position, Kirk. That was it.
How about the defender who hit the quarterback? How frustrated this guy's got to be. If he's there just a split second earlier, he could have come up with a sack that would have prevented that touchdown.
Bringing it out. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He finds his man.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That completion makes it second and short. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through it.
Breaks an open space. Now here he goes. That's the 20. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Washington.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. Looking deep on the left side. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing in the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On first and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Huskies!
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start his defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. One man in the backfield will get the football. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. What a kick. It's good from 55. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick this deep to begin the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the 3rd quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Moves left out of the pocket. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain, not enough for the 1st down.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some to do that right here.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Play action here on 1st down. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Ball scooped up by the defense. They bring him down, but a heads-up. Scoop up the fumble and make 1st down yardage.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Gives it to the back. 1st down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Blitz and a quick sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Sack sets up 2nd down. Tight end goes in motion. To bootleg here. A deep shot, but he paid for it. That one sails incomplete. Too far.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the 2nd half of this playoff game.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure. pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. Breaking tackles. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's a deep shot right down the middle. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. And looking to throw now on first down. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Finds an open target on the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
He throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Touchdown, Purdue. His passing game is still on fire.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Receiver in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Snags a good throw. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
But this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. example, the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
So, Kurt, it's Washington in front, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Takes the handoff again. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. He knocked through the PAT. It's now a 13-point lead here in the final quarter. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Back-to-back deep shots. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. The sophomore making an excellent catch there.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
He's running out of time here. Quarterback looking to scramble. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
1st and 10 play coming up. They'll hand it off. Brings up the force, looking for more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Boilermakers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And it'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers. That's how you finish a play. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Leaning on the run game here. The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Takes off in a bootleg. He'll throw it now. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And the Huskies will bring their punt team on the field now. Refuses to go down. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go. It's a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long time.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's got it near the end zone. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Purdue.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
He knocked through the BHC and claimed a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Washington offense is back out on the field now. This playoff game and keeping those championship dreams alive might come down to this possession. Can they produce some points? Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Because we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, they blow up the play.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quick throw to his receiver. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Pounding away with the run game. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? He throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your
realized here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up with their own 14. On first down, it's play action. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And he can't quite hold on to it. That would have sealed this game. It's second down now.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
That's a fly to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
So late in this 4-point game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Fires it to the wideout. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Touchdown, Boilermakers. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They stretch the lead and get a lot closer to that spot in the national championship game. Extra point is up and good. The lead now is 11 here in the final quarter.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Catch made on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double cover certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Important second down play coming up. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?